Let's compare some violin strings. Hey everyone! During the last 2 years or so, I have used mainly 3 different violin strings. They are Tonica by Pirastro, Evah Pirazzi Gold, also by Pirastro, and Zyex by addario. I wanted to make a short comparison video about these 3 string sets in which I play them back to back. So, let's get started! I hope you could hear the difference well enough, but because these string sets are so different, I think it should be okay. First up, Tonica, of which I don't have the packaging anymore, but oh well. When I first tried these strings, I really liked them. The sound is clean and clear and open. They have a nylon core and a low tension, which means they are very comfortable and quite easy to play. I bought my set for 25 euros, which makes it a great option for both students and people on a budget. Later I decided to try a set of Evah Pirazzi Gold strings, and I mean, look how shiny and fancy that looks! These strings are expensive, really expensive. I mean, even the packaging looks quite expensive already. I tried these strings and I got spoiled, for real. These strings are a massive upgrade compared to Tonica, and these strings are used by a lot of professional players as well. These strings have a very warm and complex, colorful sound with an average string tension. Like I said, they are very pricey. This set cost me 100 euros, and that's mainly because the winding of the G string is gold. A regular silver G is available as well, and that makes this set about 85 euros. I wanted to try the gold G string, but if I would buy this set another time, I think I would go with the silver G string, because the gold does sound very warm, but it can also sound a bit dull and muddy. And that's actually also the only downside to this string set that I can think of. They sound amazing and they are a dream to play, but they are not very powerful. These strings can sound a bit dull. And lastly, there is the Zyex sets, of which I only bought the G, D and A string because I have a bunch of E strings laying around here. These strings are also very warm and complex sounding, but they are punchy to the point of being gritty. They have a high tension and therefore a very powerful sound. Initially I bought these strings because Lindsey Stirling uses these strings as well, so that's why I was curious to try them. And I paid about 60 euros for the set. Now, I used to not really like these strings. To me, they seemed just loud. There was a certain grittiness, sandiness to the sound, and I experienced a lot of bow noise. But since a few months, I've been practicing while wearing earplugs. They are called loop earplugs, and the Pro version is made for musicians. And that means they have a filter. They dampen the sound with 20 decibels, but they don't alter the sound. So the high and low frequencies stay the same. But the thing is, I wanted to try the Zyex strings once again while wearing my earplugs. And the difference was just remarkable. Suddenly, these strings sounded really good on my violin. A violin sounds very different up close under the ear than it does a few feet away. And wearing these earplugs actually makes my violin sound like how it would sound from a small distance. When I'm wearing one of these in my left ear when playing, they are not too loud and the grittiness and bow noise is hardly there. The only downside is that the high tension of these strings does make them a little harder to work with. A lower tension usually plays easier. It's slightly less comfortable under your fingers, and high tension strings are just more prone to unwanted bow noise. So, in short, Tonica strings. They are cheap, have a low tension and have a nice and clean sound. Evah Pirazzi Gold strings. They are expensive and sound very warm and smooth. And lastly, the Zyex strings have a high tension and a warm but very punchy, gritty sound. When you are trying new violin strings, it can be very helpful to play them with and without earplugs. And even better, you can ask your violin teacher to play on your violin for you, so you can hear what your instrument really sounds like. Plus, it makes you realize how good you could sound if you would put in a bit more practice for 20 years or so. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some insights from it. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!